Okay, are you ready?
Oh.
Can we make a penis with... I saw Achievement Hunter try to make a penis with the sound waves. Oh! Whoop. Well, almost. Because it's like balls.
Yeah.
And a shaft. And
Okay.
We could do better.
Can you guys move over a little bit?
Am I in?
That's a gross-ass penis.
That's not quite a penis.
Whoa!
Yeah. Oh!
Whoop. That's... Why would you break my...
Don't you like how this couch moved just a tiny bit?
Now you can say what you're going to say.
There you go.
Don't you like how this couch...
Yeah. This couch is just a little bit more spacious than the one at Brad's house.
Well, the three-person couch is pretty big.
There's no sides.
But I don't know, for some reason the 3-person couch, we always get squished.
Because there's no
Too much.
sides, it's extra squishy, like the mattress or whatever, the cushion.
But yeah, so I don't know what we're going to call this podcast. I don't know what we're really...
I don't even know what we are.
Yeah.
Live on location.
But,
this is still guys.
Beautiful Burnaby, British
Is
Columbia.
this still GMV?
Yeah. Yeah. This is GMV, right?
Then,
Is it?
GMV.
Then there's a podcast.
Just the GMV podcast?
Is this Reflections? Is this the podcast?
I think we should just... I think we're...
No, what was the other one?
Shoot.
Not the shoot the set.
Uncensored.
Uncensored, that's what it was.
No, but we call it something
No,
else.
it's on the reg.
On the reg.
On the
On the fucking reg.
But I think since we're down to not doing much stuff at all, we should just call it just a podcast, like something really general.
It's definitely not on the regular.
On the sometimes.
Yeah.
Occasionally. We should just call it occasionally.
Occasionally podcast number
the
one.
occasional.
The occasional podcast.
There you go.
We decided
I do think we need to turn the levels down.
Down?
Yeah.
But it's like, so I feel like when one of us are speaking, this is good. This is fine. Right? Like if it's just me talking like that. See look how small the waves are. If I'm talking like this.
Okay.
But if we all start laughing together, like ha 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 ha.
That was just you laughing.
You didn't laugh with me. See like that.
I like to laugh. Okay. Anyways, sorry.
What are we talking about?
So what have you guys been up to lately? Should I start?
All these podcasts are
Fucking
reasons for
best
Curtis
host.
to talk.
Yeah, right. It's just an excuse.
It's just an excuse for to get his friends together so he can talk about it.
So I can talk.
So you can tell us everything that's wrong with us.
Tell us why we're not doing stuff. Why we're not making content.
No. But seriously, Kurt, go ahead. Start.
Please tell us.
Well, as you can see, we're in this new place.
This
I just
new
moved.
pad.
Yeah, so I just moved.
Yeah.
And you know what I was thinking, like I was saying to you guys, I feel like the hardest things to vlog are often the most entertaining. But I didn't vlog it, so I can't really prove that. But I feel like the moving process itself would have been pretty entertaining to watch.
Oh yeah.
No, I'm not gonna drop any names, but our neighbor is kind of scary.
You know her name.
A little bit.
Is she gonna watch this?
I don't know.
She's gonna. I don't think she knows how to use
the
internet.
door. There's like like if you see the yeah, we also don't have internet for the next 2 weeks.
She's not gonna watch it, but her other personality will.
Yeah. But between the door and the frame, there's like a decent amount of space, so I feel like you can just hear things.
Oh.
So like she might just be outside listening to us. I don't know.
Probably is.
Invite her in.
She's probably in the.
We need a fourth member of GMB.
She's in the
There's only three of us
walls.
We have enough space on the couch for her.
No, that's my extra man spread room.
But also there's like a lot of so it's a bit of an older place and there's a lot more space here. So I was thinking if we want to be like Funhouse, we could set up like tables and stuff there or something. There's enough space to have like a dining table and tables so we can like work on stuff and also film like this right now and put the lights up there or something like that. Like the setup is pretty good because there's enough space here to do stuff, and you could put a backdrop maybe. I don't know.
For some reason, when I turn this way, it smells like burning.
It's the smell of the couch.
Maybe it's the couch.
Maybe.
Maybe I have a brain tumor.
Is that what happens?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Apparently, if you have a brain tumor, you can smell burning like toast or something.
Isn't that a stroke?
That too, maybe.
Tim, you're the pharmacist.
I don't know.
Yeah, that means he's
I've
a
never had a
fucking.
stroke.
That means he's a trained doctor.
What else?
Am I like fucking wrong?
Can you smell burning?
Do you smell something?
Maybe it's the lights. No, it's not the lights.
Okay, whatever. We'll continue. I'm crazy.
This might be the last podcast.
We might
Get down! Stop, drop, and roll.
Anyways,
what about you guys? Anything new? No. Sim's trying to move back to
it's the
Vancouver.
end of your
Trying.
spiel.
I'm trying. I will.
How's that going?
It's okay. I met a bank lady today. It's a mortgage broker, but I call her bank lady.
Bank late, yeah.
And she went over.
It's how you
Different
adult
options.
and not adult.
Huh?
It's how you adult and not adult.
Yeah.
Bank late.
I've also realized, like, just adulting in general is, like, because of the internet, everything's so much easier. Like, I know it sounds obvious.
Yeah.
Everything's
but
so much
you also
easier.
want to
Like,
do it less.
because then, like, my alarm system's battery, I guess, first there was a little triangle thing on my alarm system. If we didn't have internet, I'd have to find a manual, figure out exactly what it means. I literally just typed in triangle on my alarm system, like those words. And then the exact alarm system showed up thing, and it's like, you need to replace your battery. I'm like, okay, new battery. Then it goes to Amazon, gives me the battery.
Wow.
Order the battery. My mom was like, this is going to take like 2 weeks to fix. I'm like, I did it in like 5 minutes. So in 2 weeks, we'll have a battery. I'll put it in. But I mean, just the idea of not being able to do that is... I don't want to... I'm so glad we live here now. And not like 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, because even
Not even 20, like just 20 years ago is bad.
even people like grew up with the internet, I feel like sometimes I find they're not as resourceful as they could be.
Oh,
which
yeah.
it's not even resourceful though. It's literally that. It's just like, hey, do you know how to get that thing? I'm like, you just Google it. I don't know. Like, I don't know
Put
what.
it into the device that answers every question you ever had.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how to fix the YouTube?
Like,
just
if
YouTube.
you ever
video.
needed to know if there's a god, if you have Wi-Fi
His name
or data,
is Tim Cook.
his name is Android, and it's like he knows. All your questions are answered.
Tim Cook.
Every single one. YouTube has tutorials on how to do everything.
Literally.
Everything.
I feel like it's kind of like learning a language when you're younger. It's easier, but then when you're older, it's harder to pick up a language. A lot of these people grew up like they're adults already, and then the internet hit, and they didn't learn all the main tools.
Well, it's not like
you know,
second nature to Google.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
even people are like our age.
Yeah.
Will be like, hey, you know what? You ever do the like thing? Like, can you help me with it? I mean, you know, YouTube will just show you. You'll find in a second. Just
A
YouTube
simple
it.
Google.
Yeah.
I feel like it's also made us lazier to research because there's so much of it.
But-
People are like,
but
I don't
you
even want to fucking type it into Google.
Yeah,
you know.
but now we're at a point where research is no longer really that valuable.
No, but like
because
by
there's
research,
too much information. Now.
by research, I mean taking the 10 minutes to look yourself.
Yeah. It's not
It's
even.
not even in-depth research.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like we did in university. It's like, just Google it. But some people still feel the need to ask their friends or something, like a question, or parents a lot.
But I think but it is getting to that point where, like, we're thinking about, like, you know, voice, like Alexa and all that stuff, where it's just going to be kind of like you won't even have to Google the
Yeah,
thing.
I
It'll
want
just
to
be
type. I'll be like, my mom will be like, "Oh, replace the battery," and I'll be like,
triangle
triangle
replace.
button on battery," and I'll be like, "We have ordered a battery for you. It's on its way in the next 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We've also hired a guy to be there to do it for you. It's like, thank you."
Yes.
I'm gonna go upstairs now, Mom. Bye.
Yeah. So Zach's going to school.
Yeah, I got into Vancouver Film School. I'm still debating whether that's good.
That was cute.
Make a wish.
Thanks, man.
I'm kind of jealous.
You didn't have a hair on your face.
Give me.
No. Mine.
Yeah, I got into animation.
Because we stopped making content, so
Yes.
Zach thought the dream was dead.
Zach
so.
just gave up on the dream and
went to school.
just fucking went back.
Are you excited? Vancouver Film School?
I'm excited. I'm also like the internal debate. I'm like, oh, that's a lot of money.
I mean, did you ever think you could just YouTube Vancouver Film School and then, and then just
I'm
learn it
in.
that way? I mean, it's there.
Yeah, that's true.
There's actually a lot of YouTube things on
There
like,
are, yeah.
how to whatever film and blah blah blah.
That's true. Unfortunately, the industry a lot of times does look at the schooling, but you can get in on your own shit.
I feel like portfolio is most important.
Yeah, portfolio is the most important part. So yeah, a lot of times I still like have that internal debate. I'm like, I could just like fucking drop it and just go like get some life drawing courses and get some like online courses and then just work my ass off on building a
Well, because I think the thing
my
is,
own thing. But
I think the thing is either way you have to work your ass off.
I mean, I do. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like either you go to school or not.
I know that like with the guidance, I think it will be faster. But it's also like, am I willing to invest in that?
What's good? Well, so what are you going to school for?
To get all the skills.
No. I mean like the course, like animation.
It's called classical animation. Yeah,
Classical.
like 2D.
Like Mickey Mouse?
Yeah.
Okay.
But obviously a bit more. Because more depth.
Mickey Mouse.
But
Because in theory, school is so that you can learn stuff you didn't know before.
exactly.
Because I feel like you wouldn't go to school to learn just normal drawing. Because
No.
I mean, well, no.
Well,
some
they're
people-
gonna. I have to do.
no,
like,
not. I mean,
stuff
Zach
like-
specifically.
Okay.
Yeah. I will have to do classes that will make me,
Which is fine.
become better at,
Yeah,
like
that's
you
fine.
know, human anatomy drawing and all that shit. But it's also like condensed into 1 year, so a lot of the studios see that like you can handle crunch time and stuff. I haven't given up on doing things on the side, guys. I'm
I mean,
I'm
I think
open
we
to-
have in general, but like.
No, I just mean,
It's not you specifically.
in general, I haven't. I'm still working on comics and other stuff, but I do want to film videos and stuff. And
Well, how was your comic coming?
it's good. I got 7 pages. It's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah, I
But
know.
they're fully
I'm just-
colored.
They're fully colored and everything, so yeah, and they're like comic like
Damn.
style. So.
Is there anything you're doing differently from? So Zach's done 2 comics, sort of worked on 2
Yeah.
comics now,
Yeah.
and then just for context. So is there anything different? Do you think?
The
second time
style
around?
is a bit different the way I'm doing it. Also, I'm just putting a lot more detail, and I think the tone's a bit more serious. It'll still be jokey, but the other thing I did before was a bit more cartoony, and this is a bit more like realistic, I guess. So that takes a bit more
Gritty.
time.
It's
It's
grittier.
more gritty. It's more gritty. It's like the DC universe.
Oh, I don't want to read it.
It's like the Snyderverse.
Uh,
No, oh God, shoot me if it was like.
I like your other comics too. Your little one-offs that you. do.
Yeah, I've been kind of doing those for fun. I've been really crunching on finishing my like other comic at the moment, but I'm gonna get back to doing some of those. Like,
Do you have?
I could crap those out in like a few hours.
Yeah,
so.
is that like you're just sitting there like, oh, that's a funny joke, and then you just make the comic?
I just
or
have
is
so
it-
many non sequitur jokes, and I don't have like a like I used to just be able to spout stupid shit on Seeing Double. So now it's like,
That's-
yeah, I got this stupid idea for a joke. Like I'll just put that in a little 4-panel comic thing. So
Make plant people.
plant people, yeah, it's, look like plants. Talk like people, plant people. Anyways. As a little fun thing, go check out my Instagram, Zackerman Art. Zackerman Art.
Zackerman with an H, not a K.
Yeah.
Zakaman.
I had a lady at Starbucks guess that my name had an H today. I was surprised.
Your last name or
I don't even like correct. Like, I don't. They must fuck up your name or other people's name. Like
Simrod.
Simrod. Actually,
That's-
yeah.
so yeah. When
Yours
I,
kind of sounds exactly how it's
when I
spelled.
went to Duncan for
Yeah.
my placement for school, like you have to write your name on all the form. Like I have to rent out a place. Sorry, from
yeah.
a person. They had like a big building, kind of like this, and then so like I'm writing my names down on the forms for them. I sent her multiple emails back and
Yeah.
forth. I show up and I'm like, hi, I'm Simran. She's like, hey, Simrod. I'm like,
I'm sorry.
what?
Simrod.
And then I didn't correct her because I'm like, well, maybe something, whatever. And then like a couple days go by, and then I guess something was wrong with like my gas or something like that, so I had to get her. She's like, I'll be up in a minute, Simrod. And I'm like, this. She thinks my name is OD.
Simrod.
And I've written my name
Simrod.
on every fucking thing that there's an AN at the end. It's not even
Oh my god.
not even close. And then she just called me that until these guys all came over. I was there for 2 months.
Oh, yeah.
Between March and April, sorry. So April long weekend, the 4-day weekend.
Yeah.
These guys all came to Duncan. We were gonna go to Victoria and just
Okay. Yeah.
like have fun and stuff like that. So they all come, and all these brown guys show up in this parking lot. And so she goes outside,
except me.
except for him and Achilles. So she goes outside, the landlord lady. She's like, oh, like you guys are all here for Simrod, and then Mundu's the one who heard her, and he's like, who? And so now he calls me Simrod every year.
Hey, Simrod.
Yeah. People I've known for years still sometimes will throw in the K in my name, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
You're with a K in my phone,
that's fine.
but then like it has bracket H with a question mark because I don't know.
That, yeah. But
I made a website.
yeah.
KurtDC.com.
KurtDC.com. CURTDC.com. And I started, so I write about like whatever's on my mind.
COR.
CUR.
Oh.
CUR.
He said Simrod.
Yeah.
Kurt Rod.
KurtRod.
It's like a
KurtRod.com.
curtain rod, but Kurt.
Yeah, no, I just write about whatever. Like I write about games and training and just life and
How
stuff.
often do you write?
I actually write way more frequently than I thought. Like maybe every second day.
Oh, whoa.
So I say it every second.
Dude.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I feel bad. I should be checking this more often.
And then I just started recording myself reading them. Like it sounds like it's like an audiobook. Because I was like, why don't I put it
That's
into
awesome.
like podcast form?
That's cool.
And then so yeah, that's kind of fun.
I like
for me.
that.
But then I always worried that thing that you talk about too, Zach, how it's kind of like I'm almost talking too much about stuff and not doing enough stuff. I always worry about that.
It's a tough line to walk. I mean, I don't know. It is content though. Like the thing is, you are creating something, talking about stuff.
It's like the behind the scenes will always be longer than the actual feature.
Yeah.
Right?
It's better than not talking about anything and not doing anything.
That's true.
Thanks, man.
Which is what I do every day. So
I've been rewatching our Seeing Doubles though, and I'm like, you know what? We were pretty funny. Like
I think so too.
sometimes we went overboard.
Well, we'll find it. We'll find the
Yeah,
line.
we'll find the line. There's a couple
that's what
jokes.
it's all about.
There's a couple of jokes. I was like, did I fucking say that? Like I don't.
But then
anyways.
when we bleep it, it makes it funnier too.
Yeah, but some of these weren't bleeps. This is like
You watched
pre-bleep, pre-guilt.
You know what? That's what it is. Like Dig Nag will be the non,
So even that name, I don't
and
even
it's
like
already called Dig Nag,
Yeah.
right? So it will be the uncensored one.
I don't
and
even
then-
like saying that name.
Yeah, well, I didn't. It's not. I didn't come up with it.
No, I know. I was
It
just
wasn't
saying.
me.
It's to niggle and to naggle.
Yeah, yeah. You know those niggles.
The explanation for that.
I know. And he stood to it. He would stick to it too. Oh,
Not to
rest in peace.
Not to shit on
Rest
that.
in peace.
Yeah.
God.
Those are good times though. I don't know.
I want to make more Seeing Doubles. Like I've been.
So yeah, and then we were saying we
Feeling
should do it.
lately.
Okay, how like should we do it once every
A year?
Once a year. Well, Funhouse does it not even that often either.
They do every 2 or 3 months. They do when like a game comes out that they want to do it in. So like, the game has to make sense. I think a lot of our Seeing Doubles, unless we're just literally going in there to get drunk and talk about stuff over a game, then it's fine. Then it doesn't matter what game we're playing. But if the game really matters in what we're doing, I think the game has to be a drinkable game.
I think that's what we used to think. Like we used to think that a lot, and there's some truth to that. But I also think that you can make it funny
I was just
with the drinking anyway.
it's
Like
the
even
joke aspect.
I mean, my
Like, even-
example of that of an overhang is like us playing Abzu, and like floating around
I
the
was
ocean.
watching that episode. I
And I'm
actually
like-
enjoyed that one. But
But-
we weren't drinking.
Yeah, but like I guess
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sip on this beer while we
Yeah.
swim through the water.
Yeah, there wasn't much to do for that.
But I could see how it could work either way. So like there can be games that you're drink. It's because we're getting like you drink, you die,
Yeah.
die, and then you drink, and it's hilarious because we keep dying, right? But then I also think there's some games where like, it's kind of like when Funhouse, they're funny even without the alcohol,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and like it doesn't hurt to have the alcohol there because you can still make jokes without the alcohol.
See,
But the difference I think that makes it more streamlined, that makes it more doable, because I don't want to drink every weekend necessarily, is that like we should plan it more decisively. Like okay, once a month or once every 3 months, we're doing drinking, we're gonna get smashed, and then it's gonna be hilarious because we're all gonna be fucking
Yeah, we'll have
gone.
cab rides home, or we'll sleep there. We'll
Yeah.
figure something out.
And then the other ones we can just play games and like be funny or not or whatever, right? Actually, I'm actually surprised when I look at other YouTubers. Like, have you guys seen Game Grumps?
yeah.
They literally just make a video every day of just playing like 10 minutes of them playing and talking. There's like no editing really. They just play games.
Yeah.
Literally a let's play. They just play games for
Yeah.
10 minutes and that they just talk the whole time. And then when there's dialogue, they read the dialogue and then they read in a funny voice and it's funny.
Yeah.
And then like I don't know, I wish we could do more of that stuff too. But I also like just Funhouse type stuff where we're just playing games and being funny.
Yeah.
But I also feel like I don't know. I always find
I feel like we. Sorry,
Go on.
Sorry, you no. Say what
I don't know. It is hard sometimes to just make up stuff to say.
For sure. And there were some days with Seeing Double where I'm like, I don't feel on today. And there's other
Yeah.
days like I'm fucking ready. I'm gonna crack a joke every 2 seconds. I'm gonna talk over everybody.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
But,
And then- so I feel and actually back to what you were saying, Sam. I feel like it's more attuned to that
Yeah.
than it is so much as the game synergizing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it's very easy to psych yourself out of it.
With-
Because
yeah.
remember we were saying even at the beginning of whatever seeing double is.
Yeah.
Okay, in case there's just for context, seeing doubles we just play games and drink and whatever. I forget that. I don't know. Not everybody might know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But anyway, even just like you think it's easy, like you just play games and make jokes. But then when you do it the first time, if you've never done it before,
Yeah.
it's actually kind of weird. You're
The
like
first 2 times was really awkward.
because it's like when you go to your friend's house and they're playing games,
Yeah.
you crack a joke like maybe once every 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I could do that. Yeah, I could totally do that. But when you sit down and like your whole intention is to like for half an hour crack jokes nonstop.
You have to
while
be
they're
an
playing.
entertainer.
Yeah, you're entertaining,
I
and
know.
it's like when you're watching your friend play games normally outside of filming, you're not trying to like crack jokes every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You're just usually it's actually pretty silent. You'd be surprised how little talking there is.
Exactly. And you're trying to do stuff that like other people can build off of. You know,
Yeah, set up
like,
jokes.
So it's like you have to.
setting up like a bit that actually keeps going that's hilarious. Like it's tough to do, and like in the moment you want it to relate to the game and stuff. Or I often did, but it's just like sometimes so tough too. Even though I never shut the fuck up, like it was like so tough.
Actually, have you guys ever watched Funhouse stream their like because they edit it down?
Yeah.
But they stream the whole thing before they edit it.
No,
Yeah.
I haven't.
They do an hour and they cut it to like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Make it 64 does similar stuff.
Because I was watching their streams, and their streams sound a lot like ours. Like there's, especially the drunk ones,
Yeah.
there's a lot of times where there's like 3 full conversations going on at once.
Yeah,
And I'm like, I have no idea what anybody's saying, and nobody's paying attention
they-
to the
are they
other.
that
drunk at
Mario
this point?
Maker.
I'm sure they are pretty drunk, but
Yeah.
even before that, it's like I feel like they're conscious enough to know that there's another conversation going on, but they're blatantly like, I don't really care.
Yeah.
Which is what we were trying to be very wary of. Like we're trying to be very aware of like one thing going on at
time.
once,
Yeah.
right?
We should like.
And you should, yeah.
But that one you sent me where they're playing Mario Maker and they're just fucking talking all over.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, okay, maybe we're not that bad.
I don't think we are. Like, I think,
I think when we get drunk, we are.
I
like,
would be
super
down
drunk, we
to do
push.
it.
We're just like,
but that was the funniest one.
yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like,
It
it just gets us like
Oh, I
we're
see.
just kind of belligerent, and you're like,
Yeah.
You can like,
It's like sometimes
in
it's hilarious.
Zombie, you can clearly tell I'm pretty fucking drunk. Like,
Yeah. But I think
But
it's a lot of this stuff, like even like seeing no, but even like vlogs and like pretty much all the content that you can make.
yeah,
I think it's dependent on how open and comfortable you are.
yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like
We-
like I've said this before too with
Yeah.
like our content. Like the more that you're willing to show, this is more literally,
Yeah,
but the more that you're willing to show and like whatever open up, the more content and the better content your stuff will generally be.
I think we got better over time as a result. Like we got comfortable with each other. The first time I met Brat was on Seeing Double. Like
No, really?
the very first time I met him once in a car, like maybe for 5 minutes, and then the first time I actually got to interact with Brat was on the first episode of Seeing Double.
Yeah, I wouldn't have known that at all. I would
Yeah.
have thought you guys had talked more before that.
I don't,
No, I
don't know.
made them meet once.
yeah, that's what I mean in the car. That one.
Or
time.
yeah, and then they came over to my house for like half an hour, and then yeah, remember it was like, I was showing. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
I showed you the Nigdag website.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I think.
Did I also meet Brat at his house?
I forgot how you met.
I don't
Brad.
remember,
But I remember that. I remember forcing you guys to be friends.
but you can tell over time we get more comfortable and the jokes become more natural and like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We get a
It's a
flow.
better dynamic, yeah. There's some episodes where you can tell we're irritable with each other.
Yeah.
But like there's
like Doom.
yeah,
Doom was the end. That's
Yeah.
like we thought it was the end,
Yeah.
and I'm like, all right, what a waste. Let's go
Yeah.
out with a whimper, not a bang.
But you're saying once every however many weeks?
I'm just saying, like we could.
Because I'd be down once every 2 weeks at this point. I'm like ready
Once
to try
every
again.
full moon, we get together.
because I'm down
once a month.
yeah. No, I'm down to film Let's Plays
Okay, I'm
frequently,
gonna do that
as whatever, right? But I'm just saying I don't want to drink every week like that.
yeah.
Can we do it here?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You didn't hear the first part. I was like, we could have this
No, but
setup,
like all the
and
things.
then-
Can we do all
and
the
then-
things here? Because this is
I'm
like
down.
10 minutes from my house.
Yeah,
This is not 20 minutes from my
I'm
house.
down.
This is much
This
closer
is
to your
way
house.
closer to me. Like I'm way more willing to do this.
There's only one person that this affects negatively, and we just have to ask him if he's okay with it. And it doesn't matter because 75% want to do it here.
Yeah,
Brat, we're doing it here.
it's been decided.
It's been decided.
It is known. GMV.
So now you,
We're back.
Yeah.
now you can't.
We can do
Yeah.
This is me just spitballing.
Now
We
you
might,
can't-
we might not do any of this.
Yeah.
But there's a
You might not
theater-
see us for another year.
There's a theater right here. We can watch a movie, walk over here, talk about that movie literally right after, and post it. Then
Are you guys down? Actually,
Tune
Not
in
today.
no.
Wait, Ad Astra's at 9:50. What time do you have to wake
Yeah.
up?
Oh yeah, fuck. 'Cause we have to
I'm-
podcast after.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
I'm out for the.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's
All
not
right.
going to be done till like 12 o'clock, and then
That's
you
true.
want to podcast. For
I
an
forgot
hour.
that we. I thought it would end at 12. Like somehow we would do everything.
No.
No. Yeah. No.
But I mean, like,
No.
But it's doable though.
yeah. I mean, Tuesdays I get off earlier.
Zach was
I'm-
saying Tuesdays too.
I'm free by like 7,
I'm not
7:30.
off earlier, but I don't have to work.
Like we can have like Tuesdays be we go watch a movie, then we podcast right after, then we all go home.
Yeah.
Or like 7, 7:30 we watch the movie.
Yeah. I'm down. Well, you know I'm down.
Yeah.
And then, I know that's what I had the idea for this too. It's like the space we could use it as more of a production space. I don't know, like they have the desks in the back if we really wanted to, and
That's
even
it.
just this setup.
Not to like take this off topic, but like that's doing my own stuff again. I was like, man, I miss having other people like, not that we always did stuff or like pushing each other a bit, like.
That's
I mean that like
because I've always said that too, kind of
yeah,
like I as
it's
much as
so
I like
valuable, you don't even realize it like
Yeah.
at the time.
because as much as I like to I don't know romanticize that I could work
Do it
like
yourself. Yeah.
I could or like even that I like just building stuff and like working and creating things. There is such a huge part of it that's about the team. It's the team. It's the squad.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
the analogy I always use that I tell Sim all the time is like, One Piece. Like I love One Piece, and it's about the crew, like the team, the squad, the pirate crew, the squad, the group. One Piece, the Straw Hat Pirates. That's the word I was looking for. And then there's this one arc where they split up, and you're just following Luffy, the main character. And he's trying to run through this facility, this prison, to try to save someone.
Oh yeah.
And then you just don't see any of the crew there. And he amasses his own little crew, this like ragtag.
his new crew.
Yeah, like his new crew from the other prison cell mates or whatever. But it's not the crew though. Like it's not the one that you know and you're accustomed to. So like that whole arc, I just didn't enjoy at all.
They have to have that so you can appreciate the crew.
Maybe, but it's like. I don't know, how long was that one? Impel Down? Like 30.
I remember
it's
it.
like 30 episodes.
I know, but it was a
decent amount.
precursor to the
The
arc
war.
that I think is the best is the war.
Oh yeah.
That's because I appreciate the universe.
Yeah.
And that's like you get a real idea of how big the universe actually is going to be. But
Yeah.
that's all we're
I
talking
think
about.
I have like.
But that's yeah.
Yeah, talk about One Piece.
You don't need to talk about One
No
Piece.
spoilers.
I
No
can go into
spoilers.
an hour of One Piece.
Welcome to
We
the
should-
Never Get Late Again podcast.
Actually, I'm down to talk about like nerd stuff after. But going back to like GMV, that's kind of how I feel sometimes when I make content without you guys. Is like it's not the. And actually, I think about that. They're like, oh, you can just meet other people and do stuff with them because they're more whatever, right? But even then, I'm like, but it's not like my friends though.
Yeah,
like I
it's
don't.
not the
It's
same.
not as like it's not as exciting. Like even if it might be more successful, it's not as exciting for me because it's not with you guys. It's not in the way that I want to.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I don't know. But I also don't want to like ask you guys to, like for commitment. Because I remember like at the very beginning, that's what I used to be like. I don't know if you remember that.
What days of the week can you guys?
Yeah, like I was like asking for commitment. Like, can you guys do this? But it was only because it was riding on Brat usually saying like, oh yeah, we want to make this like a living and we're serious. And I'm like, well, if we're
We
serious,
had to use
then
his house too and stuff like other things.
that too as well, right?
Then again, we used his house when he wasn't there.
Yeah, but seeing my transition into like full accountability on my part, where I'm like, if this is my dream, then I have to like I'll do it. It's like that Russ song, like I'll do it myself.
Yeah.
And like seeing that is interesting to me, and I think it's put me in a much healthier mentally healthier place because I'm willing to do more to make it happen.
Yeah.
And it just makes the relationships with you guys better because it's like I just know like this is what you guys signed up for or like where your guys' commitment level's at and all the I'm empathetic to the other things that you guys want to do in your life. But it is sometimes a little bit depressing when we don't end up doing stuff, I guess. And now I'm in this weird place where for the last however many months that we haven't made stuff that like I was saying to you guys, I'm like, it's like I'm trying to get over like an ex-girlfriend kind of. So I'm like, should I just cut off GMV and be like, hey, we're done. I gotta move on. I gotta find something else.
CMV,
Right.
Curtis making videos.
But then I see you guys and I'm like, oh yeah, and you guys are like, I'm down.
Yeah, like I still.
Yeah, like
I mean,
I
if
still
you
have feelings.
to be fair, we said this all in the last podcast too. Which is how many months ago? And we're like, we can, and then we actually, literally in that video, we gave commitments of how much times per month we could meet.
So
and
now,
none of us met them.
But the thing is, we have a new environment.
Yeah.
Kurt's closer to me and you.
Well, I think and
That was the biggest hassle though for me.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
40
Yeah, no, for me
minutes
too.
to get. Yeah, you too. Surrey, like.
No, I'm not as bad as you.
No, but
like,
it's
I'm
like-
surprised that you even came to me.
I don't
I'm
know.
like,
Like some days it's
that was
just like
40 minutes away,
oh
like,
my
fuck
god.
that.
So I have to do something in the morning, or what do you do something? I had to like rush back home. Like, I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah. But I mean, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like a lot of it was because I was really pushing it back then. Like, I was really like,
Not having you being there
because I would
tell
message
us.
you guys
Yeah.
like every day, like,
And-
okay, Saturday, right? Okay, let's do this. Can we memorize the lines
Yeah.
so we're prepared? Do this, prep, like, do this, try to prep everything.
Yeah.
Dude, that happened Sunday.
For what?
This past Sunday, we're like, oh, well, we'll meet up, and then no one said anything, and it was like 4 or 5 o'clock, and it's like, so I guess Tuesday.
wait, what happened? Sorry?
This happened on Sunday. We said we were gonna meet up on Sunday.
I think, yeah.
I said no. Yeah, I said no
Yeah,
before
sim-
that.
Yeah, that's
similar.
fine.
I was
You're-
like, I'm out.
No,
I'm
but
not
that's
coming.
fine. I'm just saying, like the rest of us, like
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's 5, and no one said shit. So
I think it's just like the effort. I think people underestimate the effort that it takes to communicate, like, and I think to
Yeah,
manage or organize or like make things run smoothly, it's required to over communicate. Like, I think
Oh,
Sim,
it is,
even
yeah.
even you, Sim, like as a manager, you probably know a lot of your issues come from lack of communication, right? Like, if you just, it's always better to over communicate.
Yes.
It's like, okay, you sure? All right, we'll go over it one more time. Right, this is what we're gonna
Yeah.
do.
Yeah, it's like, now I want you to say
Yeah.
everything I said
yeah.
back to me,
Repeat back to
and then
me.
answer the question.
Yeah, and then they say it wrong.
Yeah.
You're like, God.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's because I believed in it. That's I say that to you, and this is so corny, right? But I really believed in it before, because and it's not that I don't believe in it now. It's just like I see there's less of like an energy towards it from you guys, I guess, or I wasn't, or maybe before there was the same, and I just pretended that there was. But I don't know. I guess it's like if I see it from you guys more, I'd be more motivated.
Well, today,
But I don't
yeah.
like I like these analogies. I don't like dragging you guys through the mud.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, okay, come on. Like, can you guys just? Are you guys down? Like, please, can you? I don't want to be that guy.
I mean, we're just sitting there
Yeah.
eating in the mud.
Yeah.
Like little
Are
kids.
we there yet?
You're like,
Like, let's go. Right? Like, come on.
It's like a wagon. That's
You said you were
broke off.
down.
Yeah. There's only one wheel left on the wagon. Eating the mud that's flowing in. Brad's like down the trail sleeping somewhere.
I just need you guys to like crawl.
Sadi's like in a grave that's unmarked.
How's he going?
I like this metaphor.
Right? See, I love metaphors. Yeah. But
No, but today I told myself, I'm like, I'm gonna go to Kurt's. I'm gonna do shit. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna happen.
Well, okay, so just for you, was this hard?
No, this was easy. This is what made me was like, oh, he lives right here now. Fuck yeah, like
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, for me too.
And
like,
even if
Tuesdays, like I'm good for that. Sorry.
yeah, no, go ahead.
No, you finish your thing.
I was like, even if it wasn't GMV stuff, I'm like, I'm gonna meet up and we're gonna do something. Like, we'll talk about ideas. Even I don't care. But,
yay.
okay, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, yeah, my Tuesday schedule
Sweetie.
works. It's like, and I'm like, against traffic at 7:00 too.
Mhm.
Not that there is a lot of traffic either way, but I'm
Yeah.
going from Surrey, like technically kind of towards Vancouver, towards Burnaby, whereas usually it's the other way. At that time, it's really packed. So
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
even on Tuesdays when we have we gone to watch movies on Tuesdays, or if we do something else, like we meet for dinner or something like that, or we go to sushi. It's like I'm just like, yeah, I'm down on Tuesday. I'm free, like in the evening, right? By 7:00, I've done all the things I really want to do in that day. I've had a nap too, so I'm awake. Like I'm good for the next like 4 or 5 hours. Cause I work at 9:00 the next day. So
What do you guys like want to? What do you think you want to do the most? I guess with our like whatever this when we meet up.
Well,
well,
I guess are we only talking Tuesday? Like,
well, so I can
Well,
do
'cause
Sunday.
I want
as
to
well.
do seeing doubles again, but
Okay.
I don't think we have to do that every week like we used to do because that was a lot and it was
Right.
too much for everyone.
Right.
I'm down to do a stream. Like if we had a regular like once a week, hey, every Tuesday we do a stream and I don't know, it's like an hour or so and I could bring my sampler and I could put like applause noises on it and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
A soundboard?
yeah, basically.
You mean like a gameplay? Stream gameplay or what? What do you mean a stream?
Stream us playing a game. Yeah.
Yeah, gameplay.
Yeah,
And then like so would we just stream it and then put it up?
Yeah.
Or do we
We
do
don't,
anything?
no
to it?
editing. Fuck that.
No editing, just Game Grumps style.
Yeah, make it as much a live show as possible.
Yeah.
Or
if we could prank call people.
if you want to go for volume, you could, and like I guess Funhouse does this too, but they'll sit and record for what feels like an hour or two, and they, sometimes they cut it down with jokes or whatever. They don't cut it down with jokes; they just cut it into parts.
Yeah.
And you release. We film on Tuesday, release Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And then we have 3 days of.
That's what I wanted to do with
out.
Seeing Double, but then Brad didn't want to do that. He wanted to condense his whole hour into one thing. So
Of the highlights.
So we didn't do that. But I did it with a few. If you noticed, I did it with Fortnite. I did that.
Yeah, you cut the first whatever and whatever,
Yeah.
and cut the first whatever, next whatever, and then to whatever, and
Yeah.
like we could do that, or what I'm suggesting is like not even cutting, not even whatever,
Like no
Yeah.
editing.
literally
just
posting, but like you take that hour that you film and cut it into 3 20-minute chunks.
Yeah.
And you put it
have
20
to
minutes on every
find.
day.
You got to find the part to end it at though. But
Well,
that's-
you would when you're recording the hour, you're like, okay, well, this is,
segment. You do it intentionally, like
Yes.
segment it.
Yeah. So that's what Funhouse does sometimes. Their second video of the day is one of those gameplays.
But they always edit their stuff.
No, these ones aren't.
Oh really?
No, the only edits is maybe those.
I didn't know Funhouse did gameplays now.
Like they have, I'll show you whatever after. But like they have, do you know Deadly Premonition? That game.
Oh yeah.
They're playing that game, but they're not cutting it down with their jokey style. They're literally playing the game.
It's just a let's play.
Yeah, and then like they're pretty sure they record it on one day for like an hour, maybe an hour 20. They cut it into like 3 20-minute chunks or 4 15-minute chunks, and they release each 15-minute
Yeah.
every day.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, let's do that.
It's easy, right? Because you literally only have to really record the whatever, and then
So
the editing part
it's
is
just like Game Grumps, but they have their cam there.
yes.
I'll bring
Yeah.
my cowboy hat.
Okay.
And then do we still Seeing Double
That would
still do that?
That would be different, and I do agree with Brat. Where like there's a lot of like
That
we
one
can
we
post
can
the full,
condense that
but
one.
like we should condense it.
That one we can condense.
Yeah.
Then,
Yeah, that one makes sense.
It doesn't have to be the full hour. You condense to like 5 minutes.
We could have like 2 parts max. Or
Yeah,
whatever,
or something like every
something
half
like that.
hour you condense to.
Depends on how many jokes, how good we are on that day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know, maybe once every couple months or whatever.
I'd be down to do like once a month. Like I said, it just has to be planned. I would like it for it to be somewhat planned.
Every 2
So
weeks.
and then the other thing that I think is important to realize, I guess too, it depends on how like what we want to do with it, which doesn't have to. We don't have to decide now, and we can take our time deciding this. But if for me, like I'm okay with sacrificing, which to me it's not a sacrifice, and that's what it should feel like. But I'm okay with sacrificing a lot of other things to do, like content or whatever. Like back when we were in more of a swing of things, I mean we're always up and down, but when we're in the high swing of things, of doing things more often, I was willing to sacrifice a lot of stuff. Like I wouldn't even like I remember there's one time where they were training while we were filming.
Yeah.
And then there was that part of me that was like, oh, I could have been training if we did this on time and we're proper.
Yeah.
But like at the end of the day, I was still okay with it because I preferred, like this was the number one thing, and I put training at like second at most.
Yeah.
Right. And so like with a lot of other things in life, like I'm okay with making these concessions. But that's because me personally, this is my dream or whatever. It's not even I don't even like saying it's a dream. It's just this is what I like doing the most.
It's an inevitability.
Yeah,
It's
like
that
I'm gonna do something.
You can be
gonna
great
happen.
without that 6-pack.
Thanks. I should talk about that thing too. That beach guy. I'll talk about that later.
Oh, it's a different podcast.
It's a
though.
totally different thing.
That's not this-
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But well, I mean, it's related in the sense of like I don't want to just because a lot of people have this idea of like being a YouTuber because they're gonna grind it out really hard and then make a lot of money and then they'll have some exit, kind of thing, or it'll be a self-sustaining thing or whatever, and then they'll just make a lot of money. Like for whatever reason, it's not necessarily because they enjoy the process so much.
Mm-hmm.
It's to the end goal of like I want to be a YouTuber because YouTubers make money, and they have fame.
So they're doing it for like the wrong reason.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they like the stuff too, but it's not always just because they like doing the stuff. It's because it kind of reminds me, like I was telling Sim earlier, how when I go to this MMA gym and a lot of guys take fights. I think, and I'm assuming, because like they like not like the fame but the attention. Like everybody, yeah, come to my fight, and everybody's like, yeah, I'm cheering for you, I'll be there, and then they get to be, the center of attention, and everybody's like on their side and whatever. And there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't think that's the reason why you should fight. Yeah. In the same way that I don't think that should be the reason why you want to make videos, is so that everybody gives you that positive reinforcement.
Yeah.
I just like making stuff, even if like YouTube videos and all this stuff isn't like in and cool. I just know like I like expressing and being creative.
Yeah.
And doing this kind of stuff. And so, I forgot.
Can we reset it?
Yeah, I forgot we gotta do that.
At least we can see it.
Yeah.
So timing it. Why did we never do that before?
Because we didn't have this camera.
Oh, okay.
To see it and...
Okay, sorry, we had to reset the camera there because the camera only has 30 minutes. Fun fact, DSLRs only record for 30 minutes usually.
30 minutes.
Yeah. 30. There's your first interval.
Yeah. But
I was watching a Mega 64 podcast, and sorry, it's related. And they talked about going to like YouTuber parties, and they're like, everybody's so fucking miserable because they're doing these like. A lot of them are complaining because they're like, oh, I have to do this vlog every day, and it's like, don't love it or whatever. Like this, they're clearly doing content they don't like. They're just doing it because they think that's what will make them. And he's like, we wake up every day and we don't know what the fuck we're gonna do, and that's how I like it, because it's like, we might film a skit, we might start filming a movie, we might do all this shit, but it's like, it's always different, and it's like what we want to do.
I think that's why I'm so careful, or like, I don't want to say tentative, but I don't want to jump into something so quickly and then head first just to like make it there or whatever.
Yeah.
Because then I'll become a slave to it in that sense. Like I know that's a very cliche thing to say. People say that a lot.
Yeah.
But then it's like, yeah, like if I become vlog guy, I'm like, yeah, okay, I just have to like grind it out and make as many vlogs as I can, so I become vlog guy. But then I'm vlog guy, and then now that's all I can do, and then which
Hold
isn't
on.
to say
We can't talk. I need to film this 1 sec.
Is that?
That's me being vlog guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. I wasn't really sure.
I'm not good at being vlog guy.
But I also think there's another thing about not being afraid to try things and then let them fail.
Yeah.
In the sense of like, we should be positive and optimistic.
So try things, let them feel like knick-knack.
That's the best thing we're good at.
But that's
what we do best.
Yeah. And I think that's the key point though too, right? Is that Nignag, as terrible as a name that we all agree is, apologies, but it taught me a lot, I think. Like
your company.
Like even these ups and downs with GMV, like the failings of us not making stuff for like almost a year or whatever. Not, I mean, it hasn't been. It's been like 8 months. Like 8 months of not making stuff.
It's been 8 months.
Well, like I'd say like between like February and October. Yeah,
probably been
February,
a year, honestly.
Yeah,
close. That's a long time.
Yeah, but I mean, but the thing is, like, whether we did or not, or like it doesn't matter. Like the past doesn't matter. It's the same thing about like when you make a decision to like either get a job or like start something. You say you're gonna do something, but if you don't want to do it, then you can just bail. Like there's no, like, I know that we have this whole, especially men, right? It's like, oh, you say you're gonna do something, you should do it. And it's like, yeah, but like if you don't want to do it and it's not gonna bring you any whatever value, then you don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Like, let me just buzz my sister.
All right, we're buzzing a sister in. Kurt's sister. You can check her out on Front Desk. She's on a few episodes. She's the Pilates instructor. So if you can go to gmv.com/Pilates. you can find those episodes.
Sorry, I'm just filming right
now. Or go on the GMV YouTube channel, and then you will find our Front Desk episodes. Hi, Jen.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Speak of the star, the Pilates instructor.
We're just podcasting. We're just potting.
That's copyrighted.
No, she said that.
Just to, if we're really, if you guys really want, Modern Warfare comes out in 2 weeks, and we can go back to our roots.
We can restart.
We can go back to our roots with Seeing Double and the original, new, revamped, redone Modern Warfare.
Yeah, man, that's
Like,
should that be our first
Seeing Double?
Our first Seeing Double in the GMV 2.0.
GMV 2.0. 2.0. That's from The Office. I stole that.
That is from The Office.
2.0.
Oh my god.
But no, I mean, what I was saying is like, you know, all the ideas we have and all the like optimism we have
Yeah.
is all good. Like we should keep that up and like try them as best we can. But if they fail, don't be afraid to just bail on them, because if we don't want them, if we don't want to do them anymore, I mean, obviously, if we want to do them and they didn't work the first time, we should keep trying and doing them, right? Because we like to do it and we want to do that stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't think there's any. It's kind of like if I'm like, oh, I really want to learn piano, right? And I have to romanticize it. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna learn piano, and I buy all these lessons, and I go to the first class, and I'm like, I fucking hate piano. There's no harm in just being like, hey, I'm not gonna do it. Like, can I get a refund? I don't want to do it. As opposed to like, no, I said I was gonna do it, and I'm gonna do. You know, like, there's no point in wasting your life doing that shit. So, I think a lot about that. Like when we, you know, it's like you could, like I say, it's almost like a public failure. Not really, because nobody's paying attention. But for us to stop making content. And then it's kind of like, well, I don't want to go back, because then they might be like, oh, like now you decided to make content again. You didn't make content for so long, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right? Like that doesn't really matter.
This is our redemption arc. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
We come and we're back.
We're back.
Back.
This is our third act.
Tune in next year for the next podcast.
And I think it's also interesting just to see how we made that podcast. Like, it'd be interesting to see like all the content we made. And it's like, oh, they made that one podcast after they didn't make stuff for a long time. And then they didn't make stuff for a long time again, and then they made another podcast.
Yeah.
And then maybe we slowly ramp up, or maybe we don't. It's not either way, it's just interesting to watch either way.
Yeah.
But yeah. That's all I have to say.
Fucking doing it. Bruh.
So yeah, seeing double. Okay.
I also want to do skits, because I always write skits, they go nowhere. And
Have
I
you
don't,
written them?
what?
Did you write some?
I did.
Can we do some now? No. Or is it
I
too late?
need some props for.
Okay.
Anyways, but you remember how we used to do those like skits and we just crap them out in one day?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Not even some skits you can do in like 2 hours.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's what I mean. Like it came out the same day, pretty much.
Yeah, you brought up a good point how skits are like the best like bang for buck, I would say.
Yeah, for like content wise, like what we like to do too, like
it fits, because we usually only have about 2 to 4, not even 4, like 2 to 3 hours of energy, and you can kind of do a skit in that much time and then post it the same day. Whereas like everything else kind of takes a lot more time and energy to like film and edit, and it takes like a week to come out and whatever. Yeah. So yeah, I'm down to do skits.
Like,
but
I'm down for Seeing Double to be our biggest like aspect of fucking.
I'm gonna put it on the. We haven't put anything on GMV, so.
You're gonna put it.
You don't always
right now.
post.
Sim just took a picture. If you're
what was I talking about? Seeing Double would be the most effort we'd have to put into something.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. But again,
that would come out less often.
I hate to be the same guy that I've always been.
No, right? You're gonna do it all. Don't worry.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah, right.
I'm willing to edit.
Well, that's the other thing is skits are the easiest to edit because they don't require like complex cuts. They can just be like, oh, this guy talking and then that guy. And there's no like time. There's not very little like complexity when it comes to cutting.
Yeah, no, there's not.
Like editing and stuff like that. But
I mean, maybe we'll get better over time and then it will become a bit more complex. But
yeah, but I mean, we should try everything, but that requires us to actually again show up and do it. Yeah. Right. But yeah, I don't know. I'm optimistic, and again, like I'm glad that you guys. This is much more easy for you guys to get to. Yeah. Commute wise, but yeah. Either way, I think I should still keep doing my website and stuff on the side. No.
I think we should all do whatever side thing we still want to do, but like, we should make some more commitment to try to do this because
it's surprising how many people actually know. Yeah, it's surprising how many people like kind of undercover know about some of our stuff. Like, not that there's a lot, but you'll hear like the rumblings randomly. Like, oh yeah, he like someone from high school. Remember, like, so Sim's. Hey, so here's the new fact: Sim has a girlfriend. So
you sound like Brad right now. Just throwing out people's personal.
So if you're interested, he's taking.
Sorry, I don't mean to shit on Brad. Brad, you're great. Don't listen to these guys.
We're just salty because he's not here.
Yeah, honestly,
we got a text.
Here, he said he just woke up. So.
Okay, well, if you were here right now, we would all be joking around and making fun of Saudi or something. Whatever.
Yeah.
With Brad, you made. I don't even want to say the name. Blank Nag.
Blank Nag.
Blank Nag And you know what? That was a helpful catalyst to get us all together and do stuff. And obviously Kurt's hard work also.
Thanks.
And his friendship brought us together.
His friendship.
And Sim kept us around with his crude humor and his dry wit.
Do I have to do anything else?
We don't always post, but when we do, it's a surprise to everyone,
Including
us. We back. Hashtag we back.
We back.
Hashtag maybe
Whoa.
we back. Hashtag we might not be back. Who knows? Hashtag guys making videos.
That's it.
Sure.
Oh, you get the inside scoop.
God. Now we have to do stuff.
Fuck, we updated.
The last one we posted was September the 5th. That's not that long
No.
ago.
That one didn't get. They deleted that one.
The last one we posted was April the 6th. That is a long time ago.
Yeah.
This is 17 seconds ago. All right, we're back.
Shit.
We've already done more in the last
6 months.
6 months
Yeah.
than we did. Okay, all right.
We should do like a Halloween stream. We all dress up.
That's a lot of work.
No.
I don't have a costume.
That's fine.
All right. Should we wrap it up? Are we done? Are we good?
Yeah, so tune in 6 months from now when you
Single.
see our next podcast about how we're coming back. No, but check us out.